Hey, this that lit like a trick. Suck my dick, ho. You don't wanna try me.
What's good, nigga?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I know it's been a minute. It's been a lot. It's been work. It's been school. It's been a lot to let you know. But we got a new video by tommynfg called Worst Errors on the Internet. And by the thumbnail, you can see
the internet.
Lil Pump and the NFTs. Like, I still don't, like, I know what an NFT stands for, but I do not know, like, what is an NFT. Like, what is the purpose of buying one? Like, it's like you're just throwing money at a wall. We're gonna see. We're gonna get into this reaction real quick.
The internet. Our lives ever since the inception of the internet have changed to degrees that haven't been seen in the billions of years on Earth. It's crazy to me how comedy on the internet from 15 years ago went from videos like this to videos like this now. Like, what the f even happened between these years? Which is what gave me the idea to look back at these internet eras, because people don't realize how fast we move on in the internet. Let's first start off with one of the most universally hated eras on the internet. You honestly couldn't pay me any amount to go back and live in this time. I don't even think it would be worth it. And that is the Instagram clout era.
Oh, really an error, bro.
Closer to just calling it quits altogether. The Instagram clout era was an internet era in time which pretty much consisted of this. People that were annoying as shit were being annoying as shit and becoming famous for being annoying as shit. Oh, that sums it up. Come on, I want to hear the clapping entourage. We can pretty much just end this segment right here. On the real, the Instagram clout era was a time between 2016 to 2019 where a group of random individuals would captivate the people of the world by doing shocking things in front of the camera, then posting it on Instagram where people would watch and share with their friends, laughing at how stupid it was. And did you hear how I said laughing at how stupid it was? People weren't laughing with them, they were laughing at them. They kind of made themselves the punching bag of the internet. It was also kind of like Jackass, except way worse and not funny. Our main contenders in this category include people like Lil Tay, Bad Baby, Whoa Vicky, Boonk, Supreme Patty, Lil Pump, and others. And I like to say others because I don't even remember half the names of these motherfuckers anymore. There was a bunch of these people that would use their odd looks as a gag, and that's all they offered. And they would always end up in each other's videos for some reason. It was like this giant circle of clout demons siphoning from each other. The most annoying, I would say, out of all these people has got to be Boonk, Whoa Vicky, and Lil Pump. Boonk quite literally got famous for going into stores and robbing them. I don't care what y'all say. To this day, there is no social media influencer who gave zero like he did. Like when he went into a Dunkin' Donuts store and just yanked the rack of donuts, which got him on the news. Or when he went into a store and recorded himself stealing a diamond watch. And last, when he recorded himself stealing a whole ass dog.
She's so cute. She cute as... How much you want for it? Two?
2,000. That's reasonable.
2,000? What type of dog is this? 2,000? Oh shit! Fuck this shit! Yo!
It's not talked about enough how Boonk ruined a generation of kids by making them think stealing is a way to get famous and posting it on social media. Well, Vicky got famous for pretending to be black. Yeah, the stuff Vicky was doing in this era would definitely not slide in the 2020s. She was out here fighting like a Spartan warrior to prove she was black. When the evidence was clearer than the sky, bitch didn't have a drop of melanin within her parents. Her presence was always weird to me in this era because you could tell she was trying to imitate the stereotypical black girl. Before y'all say I'm exaggerating either, just look at some of these clips right here. You can't say I'm exaggerating.
And next you gotta get the walk. I'm telling all y'all white folks right now, y'all need to control y'all badass kids. Cause maybe Jenny can get away with cussing y'all niggas out. But I'm telling you, if Shaniqua try that shit with me, I'm gonna beat that whole ass. I don't give a fuck if you is my blood.
I hope I prove my point here. She also dropped this classic diss track on Rice Scum, which I won't be playing. Number one, because of copyright, obviously, and number two, because Just watch it and you'll see why I can't put it on this video. And last is the king of this no brain cell era, Lil Pump. I think Lil Pump was a true pioneer in all of the dog shittery that happened at the time. He really had all the new rappers coming into the industry questioning if they had to get face tats and colored dreads to make it. And to his credit, it happened for a while. There's a group of discarded SoundCloud rappers out there with permanent face tats I know they regret now. Hope Lil Xan's doing good. His Instagram posts were also annoying. He's the one that inspired these kids to be obsessed with flexing, thinking their worth is nothing without a Supreme t-shirt or a Gucci hoodie or diamond chains. He also had all the little kids saying Gucci gang for that year, which was beyond painful. I'm so glad we are done with that. I still can't believe the song has 1.1 billion views. Music must have been an disparaging
That's the only billion he ever gonna see, my
overall,
nigga.
this is probably the one era in this list where I see no good came from it at all. There's so much more in these people, but this is about enough I can endure talking about it, and I highly recommend checking out Patrick CC's video that fully goes in depth on it. The last person I've ever seen survive this is Drewski, but even then, I don't know if that really counts. He kind of came into that era when it was ending, and he's just a naturally funny guy. I can't really say the rest for whatever the these things are. Next, we got another era that is also linked to ruining a generation of kids, aka the 2016 YouTube edging era. Now, I've talked about this era many times on this channel, and there's no way I couldn't include it. But it's weird to me because I have a love and hate relationship with this era. The love side is that a lot of people, including me, grew up on this era and have some fond memories of this time. I've been personally inspired by creators from that time to this day. Shit, even Jimmy Donaldson, aka Mr. Beast, was making edgy content at the time.
Not only do black people not have rights in Roblox, but neither do women. Like, when did Roblox get so realistic?
Although your favorite creators now may look like super amazing, family-friendly, ethical people who could never even hurt a fly,
No, they were talking crazy shit back in 2016. Everybody was,
that
bro.
era still lingering that they can't
Hard
show
R and all
or
that,
get
everybody,
canceled
bro.
and packed off platforms. I know for a fact a lot of the biggest YouTubers now were definitely watching back then. Then again, I don't even blame them because there's a reason I put it on this list. You had the most wildest, insane, out-of-pocket things getting consumed by the masses and having them think it's just normal. It was typical for a commentary channel in 2016 to 2018, Leafy's here, to bully random kids and have millions of people bully that kid together. Filthy Frank was dropping videos on how he wanted to smash Nickelodeon girls. iDubbbz making kids think it's normal to call people every type of slur in the book in the name of comedy. YouTube was truly in its finale for how far edginess could be pushed before they had to make a change. I wasn't joking when I say this ruined a generation of kids because I was a part of it. I swear, I thought it was normal for people to call me certain names when it definitely was not the case of this era. And of course, my immature dumbass took some of the lingo straight out of these videos and ripped it out to people in game voice chats. This is my apology to those who had to witness. It honestly dawns on me now how normalized it was when you had the biggest creator on the platform. I don't know what was going through this man's head, but my only thought is the time period. It was just so casual for anyone to say that word and many others with zero consequences on YouTube. As a matter of fact, it was encouraged by their fans to say the words, which made it even worse. And now a majority of them have changed for the better, but this time will never be forgotten. I'm gonna be telling my grandkids stories of it like I'm a veteran who fought in Vietnam. I'm also seeing a lot more people nowadays saying they want the old Mr. Beast or old KSI or old iDubbbz or old PewDiePie, talking about I miss them back when they weren't scared and said what was on their mind. What, like when iDubbbz was dropping the full N-word bomb and saying that grape is good as a joke? The PewDiePie bridge incident? Any of Filthy Frank's old songs? That stuff slides right on when you're younger, but they're full grown-ass men now. You expect them to be making these type of jokes now? No, they're at the age where they need to start having kids before it's too late. Now, the next era I'm gonna talk about was one that was actually bullied by the 2016 YouTube era. The Musical.ly era. I think Musical.ly was actually the first platform to have kids become truly famous for no reason. Before this, it was adult celebrities that this would happen to, like the Kardashians, but it never really happened to kids like that unless their parents were already famous or they were a famous actor. The main contenders in this category were Jacob Sartorius, Baby Ariel, Zola Verne, Malu Trevejo, Daniel Cohn, etc. And their rise to fame was like no other, shedding their blood, sweat, and tears with countless hours spent crafting their work to perfection. No, I'm just f***ing with you, can you imagine? Musical.ly was a time where people would record themselves lip-syncing to songs and dancing. Unlike TikTok, though, there was no coordination in 99% of these dances. Like, what is bro doing right here? What is happening? So it ended up being people just shaking the camera as a replacement to this. And we ended up with some of the most atrocious content to ever hit social media platforms. platforms. I think a lot of people forget that Musical.ly was a reason why cringe comps even became a popular thing. There was hundreds of these cringe comps posted daily on the newest things that people could laugh at for music. And a lot of it was kids, which I do kind of feel bad about now. It's 5 years later after Musical.ly has ended, and I just know that digital footprint hidden hard for some of them kids. I'm making the call right now. We're gonna have a president get elected in 30 years who posted cringe Musical.lys when he was 12. That'll be the true point of America's break. I can't imagine any country could take a president serious when he was recording himself lip-syncing to Chris Brown at 12. The person the internet hated to the max from this era was Jacob Sartorius. To this day, there are multiple cringe comps on Jacob Sartorius still up. And every single commentary YouTuber was going at this man's throat for his video. Which, look, okay, I didn't really like Jacob Sartorius either, but I damn near felt bad for the guy. I mean, bro was 13 years old and getting blasted on commentary videos every day. I have videos from when I was 13 on this channel, and just know y'all will never see them in the light of day. A lot of these Musical.ly stars also failed to transfer to TikTok, which is critical for staying alive in this attention internet world. It's almost kind of sad to look at it, like Jacob Sartorius having 11.5 million followers on Instagram and getting 10,000 likes per post just shows it. And we can now confirm the era of these pseudo stars is officially dead. But another era that links directly to this one took over the filth that Musical.ly stars left behind. The TikTok dance era. Now, I was deciding whether I wanted to include this or not because it matches the exact same description as the Musical.ly era, but it does have some exceptions. The TikTok dance era actually included more movement in the dances, like using your hands, throwing it back, and really just any part of your body that
throwing it back.
The main contenders here were Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, Bryce Hall, Josh Richards, the Lopez brothers, etc. And just like the Musical.ly era, it was a group of teens.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Throwing it back. These are white people who've never had ass in their lives. They don't know what that means. Gotta explain to them an actual language they understand, like unseasoned chicken, my nigga. Like, what you doing, bro?
And young adults making videos together, which included dancing, lip-syncing, and viral sounds. I personally think it was more popular than the Musical.ly era because they capitalized on drama 10 times more. I mean, we can't forget about the disaster known as the hype house, which if you don't know, because let's be realistic real quick, no one over the age of 20 years old even knows what this is, was a house consisting of the biggest TikTokers at the time to record TikToks in. And all of the social media blogs would eat up any drama produced from this garbage dump. I was just sitting there thinking to myself every time I saw one of these dumb stories from one of these drama blogs, I really don't care. To this day, I still don't know the demographic that was eating up this content, but it was working. We can use the Hollywood Fixes channel as proof. I like to compare this channel to TMZ, except more rundown, more elusive, more invasive, and I hate the guy's voice. He was uploading videos daily of these TikTokers, nearly stalking them everywhere they go. Each of them have millions of views as well, which shows there was some audience for it. And that's why I think Netflix got the idea to make the Hype House show. What were they thinking? I've never seen a Netflix show more shit on by the masses than this one. I fully blame Netflix too, because you really thought a group of teens who got famous for doing 5-second dances and lip syncing would be able to act. And you know this show is bad when it's rated worse than Cuties out of all things. How the f that even possible? You can't recover from a wound like this. Just get out at that point. This era is pretty much dried up now, and the last time I've even heard of one of these people was when Charlie D'Amelio got cast by Kabi Lame to become the most followed TikToker. Next is a shorter era, but I just want to cover it a little bit. The World Star era. World Star, also known as World Star Hip Hop, is a social media company who became big for posting memes, posting music on their channel, and fight videos. Lots and lots of fight videos. There was a time where anytime any minuscule fight happened on some random nowhere street corner, someone was pulling out their phone yelling, World Star! And everyone from every conceivable nation would run down to see if a fight was actually happening. That's how much it was linked to fighting. It was kind of like the more tame version of live news. I just mainly didn't like this era because it started the stereotype of black people fighting all the time. It was like they were allergic posting any other skin color getting into an altercation. The setting was always the most hood, the most ghetto, the most rundown area in the slums. This gave racist ammunition and they still use it to this day. I'm not lying. Go ahead and look at any Twitter account that posts fights on the daily. Look at a video of black people fighting, then look at a video of any other race fighting, and come back to tell me which comment section is worse. It'll be bursting with comments like, And these are the people who get to have rights. Typical. What else do we expect from them?
You have rights.
But Black Lives
Typical.
Matter though, right? I am full-fledged putting the blame on WorldStar for this effect. Next is an era that bring out the most garbage people that platform has ever seen. The vlogging era. YouTube vlogging has always been a thing since the dawn of the platform. But let's be real, 2012 to 2019 was the peak of YouTube vlogging. It was a time where people would be posting videos daily of them doing things. I wonder what type of disaster this could lead to. Recording a reaction done throughout the day and posting it online? Now, at the start, it wasn't too bad in my opinion. You had gems like Casey Neistat or Roman Atwood vlogs, which I don't think get enough credit. But enter the Paul brothers, enter the Clout House, and they leveled this bitch to the ground. I remember when Jake Paul was actively recording the Team 10 household, and it was just disaster after disaster. They functioned together so bad that there's a video going over their worst moments with 24 million views. He was genuinely just an asshole who showed it on camera and got famous. And it was the same thing with Logan, the Clout House, and a lot of these vloggers. I don't know what type of ego they had in their minds, but it was pumping in their brains hard. We can't forget either that this era caused one of the most controversial YouTube scandals that hasn't been topped. Ain't no one ever make a comeback like Logan Paul. At the time vlogging was blowing up also, it was becoming more and more easier to use your phone as a piece of equipment. So kids were trying to be like their favorite YouTube vlogger, Jake Paul, recording videos to hopefully become famous one day. That's why I blame this era for kids wanting to be YouTubers when they grow up. Like, bro, I was thinking astronaut or doctor, and you choose vlogging? And I know that sounds hypocritical coming from me, but at least when I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut and I failed, so f you. Next is an era that made many rich and a lot more poor. NFT/crypto era. There was a certain time not too long ago where crypto and NFTs were on the rise. First it was crypto, with every coin out of nowhere 10xing, giving the worst type of people out there money. Then it was NFTs that followed after, which gave another group of horrible people out there unlimited cash to spend. When this first started happening, everyone was kind of shocked. It was normal people becoming multi-millionaires overnight. So it made a huge demand for things. And with the demand comes people to take advantage of it. You had every crypto coming out of the book and promising people that it would 10x them soon. Soon they would be going to Section 8 to living on a private island in the Bahamas. Dogecoin, Yecoin, Spank Chain, Neon Coin are just a few I found from one search. And I don't know what the f was happening, but it was working. People were actually betting their life savings on Dogecoin, praying that it would take them out of poverty, taking Elon Musk's word as gospel on any time he mentioned it. That celebrities and influencers would be taking any bag from these crypto places to pass out the garbage. Unlike now that we know they're a scam, people didn't back then when it was new, when people got their entire lives ruined. What truly confirmed the whole scam aspect to it from influencers was Save the Kids. FaZe is still in a downfall from it, but honestly, I have hope in FaZe stock. It was the same thing for NFTs, except I saw a lot more mainstream celebs trying to promote it. For some reason, a lot of celebrities love the Bored Ape, which I can't help but to feel happy about. No matter how much richer they are than you or more famous than you, at least you didn't buy a Bored Ape for $500,000. Them bitches are worth a solid 2 tin cans and a butt now. I used to think celebrities were smart when I was younger, and this time period just proved to me how much I was lied to as a child. There were also hundreds of influencers and celebrities coming out with their own NFT projects. Yeah, I've never seen one of these succeed for the people that bought them, so... But I feel like NFTs were more obviously stupid to the public because you're just buying a picture that anyone can screenshot. Even the dumbest of the public questioned the validity of that, saying, yo, this is kind of dumb. For crypto coins, though, people definitely fell for it more because it seemed like an actual investment, and that's just kind of sad to think about. And this last era I'm going to talk about is one we're actually still in right now. The Matrix era. Now, I know I've made a whole video on this, and I've talked about this before. I know we're technically still in this era, but I can already see this being certified as horrible for the future generations to come. Andrew Tate truly changed the landscape online for good. It's so weird because he's so ingrained into social media as of now that I don't even remember a time when people weren't talking about it. The time period I'm talking about though was when he was blowing up and his clips were absolutely everywhere. You can't even lie, there was a certain point where you couldn't ignore Andrew Tate. You had his Long John Silver Schlong, the dick riders in his comments always saying the same thing. If it was a clip of him on TikTok, it was a comment like, "Commentate W." If there was someone disagreeing with Tate, it was the comment, what color's your Bugatti, though? Now that the dick riding like that has stopped, I'm at the point where I think these weren't even real human beings. I think they were bots that were programmed with those 2 lines, and that was it. I truly hated Andrew Tate's dick riders more than him a lot of times. It's not like the evidence is erased either. I guarantee if you go to any old TikTok from when he was blowing up, you'll see comments like that. And then you had people like Sneeko pop up who were an exact representation of what happens when you take the tape off. I don't think anyone who was watching Sneeko would have guessed the route he would take for content in the next year. He's also that pure example.
We know
I
about
call this the Matrix era. Any nanoscopic type of problem that happened was the Matrix's fault to him. It was only until Moist Critical actually had a decent conversation with him that I think he realized, yeah, maybe some of this shit just isn't the Matrix fault.
Yeah,
which to any normal person would have been obvious as hell. The lingo is also carried on to regular folks, and you got teens in high school saying, of course the Matrix is out for me, and hate to spin facts, you're just mad. Buddy, you work at Walgreens as a cash register. The Matrix is not out to get you.
Not.
It also brings this new epidemic of alpha males trying to copy Andrew Tate's strat. I fully think we should just around and have a prohibition like they did in the 30s on podcasts for a while, but that's just me. Whenever I see these alpha male clips, it's so obvious to me that they're trying to bait shit, and I would think regular human beings would be able to tell, but we're in 2023, and that's basically gone. So young men just go dick riding from alpha podcast to alpha podcast to alpha podcast, absorbing any type of talk against the Matrix and more to make them feel like Tate. The dark reality gonna hit them like a semi-truck when they realize in 10 years none of the courses work. So overall, these are the worst internet eras I've got, which I think either aren't missed or won't be missed. I don't think future civilizations will recover on our remnants and want to study TikTok stars or NFTs. You guys can let me know if I missed any errors, because there's so many errors online that they all cannot be tracked. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Yes, sir. Bruh. Yeah. Oh my god, bro! Like, why y'all be buying these like NFT, not NFT, but like these content creator courses and shit online? I'm like, bro, do not buy that shit, bro. That shit is such a scam, bro. I don't like promoted as get rich quick. Like, nigga, no, ain't nobody got rich quick. Name one nigga that got rich quick, bro. Please tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it was like from the lottery or some shit. And most niggas that get rich from the lottery blow all their money after like 2 months. So I don't want to hear that. So yeah, people, bro, all these eras was just weird, bro. Even the Bad Baby one with freaking with all the motherfucking like internet, like Instagram people that like boom gang, like, oh my god. I look back on that shit and I was just like, how do we get from there to Andrew Tate and like red pill shit? Like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me. But anyway, if you like the video, you know, comment, subscribe, share. And until then, bruh, see y'all niggas.